the standpoint of having built a successful business, he has tremendous passion about this business. He loves the coaches. We have lots of great discussions on just, you know, the yearnings of the heart, you know, and wanting to do better. And he loves people, and he loves people's potential. And he sees more in us and in you oftentimes than I think we see in ourselves, and he has this unique ability to tap into that. So we wanted to give him an opportunity to share some closing thoughts. So thank you.
I'm not going to look at Doug Fitzgerald because every time I do I cry when I'm on stage and he cries, so I'm going to try to look at it. You know, it is an emotional time for me to be here with you guys, and I hope you guys feel that way, not about me, but about each other. Because you guys, when you look in this room, you know, a year ago we had diamonds and above, and as this company grows and you guys begin to grow this company, you guys are the foundation of this company. And I've been tweeting Carl lately, and I said, we're ready to launch because we have a foundational group of leaders that get it and have the integrity and what it takes to grow this company. And I think with some of the scenarios that we're here today, I think that, you know, the bottom line comes down to, if this group right here, this group in this room, see there's 60, I think that last number I saw was 67,000 coaches. If this group right here in this room doesn't stand back to back, if this person over here doesn't know that that person's got their back, and that they're going to build their business with absolute integrity and do everything that's right all the time, because basically what all these scenarios came down to, I think, is doing the right thing. It just came down to doing the right thing. But I know as a company like this begins to move forward, as I saw it in my business, is that you build a foundational leadership like this level right here. And I've always said that numbers follow leaders. Those people I've worked with, I've always taught them, numbers follow leaders. You don't wake up one day with 1,000 people in your group and go, what happened? That's pretty cool. It doesn't happen. Excuse me. Okay, so numbers follow leaders. And so for all of us in this room, I just want to give you a vision, because you guys 5 years from today will remember this weekend. And you'll remember a room with 250 people, whatever's in here, and you'll remember that that was the foundation of this company. And that I was so proud of hearing Carl speak this morning, because you know what Carl talked about? Integrity. Because what Carl basically said is, I got your back. And I'm glad he brought Gilfin up on stage, and I'm glad he went hardcore on that, because if Carl doesn't have our backs as leaders, then we have insecurity because we don't know what's going to happen. So he stood on the stage and not only talked about products and those kinds of things, he really spoke to the whole idea of a company of integrity. I've never been around, I've been around different network companies, I've had opportunities to speak for and be around. I've never met a company and never met leaders that from a company perspective, never met a company with more integrity than this company right here. Carl Becker is not going to pay $12 million for someone to bring 30,000 people to this organization or another company. It will never happen. So those of you that build here know that you're in a pure system. You know, I think it was Hillary said, I started out with 0 volume and 0 people sponsored. And now she stands on stage as a 15-star diamond. I guarantee, I met her 2 years ago, she didn't believe she could be that. But it was people like you that she heard on tapes or CDs and in their life that began to change her enough to believe in herself. So number one, we got to stand up. We got to stand up. You got to stand up in your life. You got to stand up for this company. You know, and this company is about your dreams. You are the company. It's not a business that sits in Santa Monica. And you know, I've always been teaching you guys that. It's your business. You own it. What does it look like to you? How proud are you of it? How excited are you about it? How much do you build it with integrity? How much do you believe in your business, in your company? So you got to stand up. You know, we need to quit giving up what we ultimately want, dreams, and ultimately want in our life for things we want in the moment. And that's what draws people away from our business. Something they want in the moment, right? If I can just get a BMW this month, it's awesome. And I was talking to somebody last night, I said that same person who has a BMW that puts it on Facebook probably has $30,000 in credit card debt and shouldn't even have a BMW. And I'm not saying in all cases, but I mean, so, you know, what are we about here? And we can only check ourselves, right? That's all we can do is check ourselves. So we gotta stand up. And you gotta stand up going out of here as a unified group of leaders that you say, nobody's gonna budge us. If somebody doesn't want to be a part of this business, then let them go. You know, you all have your life dreams, and this company is a bunch of dreams tied together. Dreams of passion, things you want to do for your children. I told Jeff backstage, I said, you know what's so powerful about Topher's? That him up there on that jet ski and doing all those flips, that wasn't the most powerful part. You know what was? How many of you dads said, I want to do that with my boy? God, I want to have a boat like that. I want to be in that lake, and I want to be in there in the afternoon, and I'm going to be there with my son, and I'm going to spend that time and effort with him. And so many of you dads can't do it because you're working. So that dream got even bigger. It was a message about falling and getting up, but there was so much more of a message there. I know for me as a dad, that's what I want, and that's what you guys want. And then you got to show up. You understand? You got to show up. What is this business about? Show up in somebody's life. Just be there because nobody else was. And show up and engage their life on a level where no one ever has. You know, you hear me, some of you have heard me speak on calls lately, and I say, you know, C.S. Lewis said that most of us live a quiet life of desperation. We get up every day and we just hope we can make it one more day. Some of you in this room are there right now still. Because you're a Beachbody coach and you came to leadership, it didn't change the personal things that are going on in your life. Some of you just get up some days and you want to quit. And all I'm saying is show up one more day in someone's life. In this business, your income right now, whatever it is, if you're not happy with it, it's in direct proportion to your significance in the lives of someone else. Your income is in direct proportion to the significance that you are in someone else's life. How do you increase your income in Beachbody? I show up in someone's life. When I don't feel like it, I don't want to. Because I guarantee if we interviewed all of you today and brought you across this stage and you shared your lives and you shared Beachbody, no matter how much physically fit you were, you would be talking about someone here or someone in your life that lifted you up when no one was there and gave you the ability to go one more day. And that's what we're going to do in the Beachbody Challenge. If I'm going to do that, if I'm one of you and I'm going to do that, I'm calling those people here. I'm putting those teams together. I'm going to get my number one players. We're going to put 5 people on that team. We're going to make it like a Biggest Loser. I'm going to be excited about it because I know in that process of that journey of the Beachbody Challenge, I'm going to build relationships with those people. I'm going to be the one person in their life that said, yes, you can. You can change your life. You can change your business. I mean, you can change the way you look physically, and I'm going to help you do it. I've been working a lot with Todd Midget lately, and he and I are I love the man. We've had some great times together, and when I just keep telling Todd, he goes, what do I do? I said, just show up. Show up in somebody's life. Keep showing up. And show up a lot this week. Right? So you got to stand up, we got to show up. We got to look up. See, because we always it's got to be bigger. It's got to be bigger. If we make decisions, if Carl makes decisions for a company 50 years from now, when he probably won't even be here for 60, 70 years from now, if he makes those decisions today, I call them eternal decisions. If he makes those today, then my company, your kids will have a business. You've given them an inheritance. You've given them an inheritance of a company that keeps paying a residual and a company that's strong and one that keeps changing lives, and your kids buy into those dreams. You know, most kids in America, if they're asked, you want to do what your parents do, they say, no, I would never want to do that. You know, in this business, you see kids. People send me stuff all the time. My kids listen to all your CDs. I'm going, really? The little one, 6-year-old, my 6-year-old loves your CDs. I need a kid series or something. That's right. But you know, I mean, that's what you got to do. But you got to look up. So many times we spend our life looking down. I always want to be a visionary for you, and I know Carl does, and the leaders that are up here in the front. And we can see something so much bigger than what we are. Because we're just, this thing, this journey, and this, you know, this whole thing of this journey of moving forward and having more things and making more money, we all need to get ourselves set financially. But when you're showing up, it's never about money. It's about something so much bigger. Like the old man who says, you know, he plants this tree, and this little kid comes up, and the guy's an ancient old man, in his 90s, he's planting this little tree, and this kid goes, why are you planting that tree? And the old man says, I'm not planting it for me. And I think that's what we do. If you want an inheritance for your children, you'll always be making eternal decisions. Doing the right thing. So you look up, and then you reach up. You all need a mentor. I'm strong on this. Somebody in your life that will be truthful with you, even if you don't want to hear it. And you need to be mentors to your people. Christine talked about it when she was up here, when I heard her from backstage, I kind of got most of it, I think, when she was talking about engaging people in their lives. Be that person showing up, be the mentor to them. you have to have that in your life? Who is it? Who's that person? That's what we all need. And that's what you are, leaders in Beachbody 2011. It's you. You're the mentors. You're the ones giving to people. You're the ones so tired tonight, you go to bed so tired and so frustrated and just drained to the max. I'm saying great. Just look up and realize it's so big. Struggle's part of it. Endurance. That's what we're all doing. It's a journey. It's the best thing ever. You know how many people out there, they would love to be here this weekend? Just wish they could be here. Just wish they could be part of this group. And the best thing about this group is not limited to anybody. You want to be here, then come be here. But come with integrity. Come being willing to stand. Come being willing to show up in someone else's life. Come being willing to look up to something so much bigger. Such an audacious dream that it scares the heck out of you. Like you go, oh my gosh, where did that dream come? Now I'm really freaking out. Okay, are you kidding me? I'm going to do that? Yes. But have enough integrity with this team that you have each other's backs. That nobody here will ever hear one thing about anybody in this room walking away. Deciding maybe something's going to be easier for us. Let me tell you about network marketing. If it's easier, it ain't as good. It's not as good. I'm telling you right now. I don't care how much easier it looks, it's not as good. That's the way life is. The greater the struggle, the greater reward. That's the way free enterprise is. It's the way the business works. It's the way life works. I don't want to hear anybody in this room trying to find something easier to do. You know what I pray for you leaders every day, the ones I work with? I pray for struggle. I know you go, thanks, Greg. That's great. I'm serious. You know why? Because through that, you will be greater. Through that, this company will have a greater foundation. We can count on you. Some of you are getting battle tested right now. You're just, the flames are all around you and you're going, oh man. I see some of you, I look at some of your eyes that came in here this weekend and you're like tired. You're like, ooh. I don't know, man. I think I can go one more week, but after that, I'm not even sure. Right? And that's why you come here. You guys, where you're at this weekend, lift each other up. Encourage one another. Believe in each other. Go up to somebody here that you've never really met and say, you know how much I believe in you? Because you're part of the team. Without you, we're nothing. Without you, we can't finish. Because Beachbody is not a company that sits in Santa Monica or Provo, Utah. Beachbody lives inside of every one of you. You're the leaders. You're the ones that can take this company to 100,000 coaches and $1 billion. If you want to be part of something like that, then you got to stand up and show up and look up and reach up. If you're willing to do that, how big a business do you want? So take this weekend, you guys. Be proud of this group. Small group right now. It doesn't take too many. It's a seed in an apple, apple in a seed. You've heard me share, I used to carry a little vial of apple seeds, and I hung it from the rear view mirror of my car when I was building my business. It had a little bit of fluid in it. It was 8 apple seeds. Because I know in an apple there's 8 to 10 seeds, but I have no idea how many millions come from those seeds. Doug Fitzgerald has $1 billion put on his home on a big board. I walked in there, that board intimidated me, and I'm a big dreamer. It's just like, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm doing. And I thought, yeah, seeds in an apple, apple seeds. You guys get some apple seeds right now. If you'll engage in their life, you'll love them, mentor them, lead them, befriend them, and stand strong. And your business can be as big as you ever dreamed it could be. That's what I want for you. That's what all the leaders, Jeff, Brett, Michael, Carl, John, that's what they want. Sometimes I laugh about this crazy business, you guys. They don't know us. I mean, they're out there thinking, oh yeah, you just work out P90X, and they haven't met some of you guys. You guys are like this underground stealth fire that's like changing lives. I'm serious, that's what I loved about my business. I mean, I see at Starbucks, and I see you sitting down at tables, and I see at Denny's, and I see people with P90X shirts on, and you're kind of out there infiltrating the United States. And no one really knows you. But once you realize that person, you give them a dream, get out of the way. And you guys are out there every day doing it. Forget the quiet life of desperation. You'll never live that. you have too much to do. So look up. Get to the mountain. I remember hearing Tommy Greger say once, you can't get to Everest on one jump. One step at a time. One step at a time. This weekend is huge for us. Come together. Let's lead, guys. Carl asked you earlier, will you lead? Okay? Will you take this Beachbody Challenge and will you run with it? Will you introduce it to everybody in your business? You have to personally sit down with them and say, here's what we're doing. Let's get your number, your name. Let's get your 5 people, and we're going to change their lives. Because what you get a chance to do is grab 5 people whose lives right now are a mess. I guarantee you, they may just be fat. It's more than that. Their lives are a mess, and you're going to call them out, and you're going to put them on a team, and for 90, 120 days, you're going to change their life. How exciting is that? I'm fired up. I mean, seriously, that's the vision you need to see of this. Not like, oh, Beachbody's brought out another thing. Another one of these things we can try and see how we can do. I've heard that from some of you. If that's how you look at it, that's the results you're going to get. Now I'm looking at it going, are you kidding me? I get to meet 5 new people, and this person I just sponsored, I get to find 5 of his to help him build it, and then just think the growth that's going to go on there. And that's what we're about. So be self-governing. Stand up, own your life, and know that what's going to come out of your mouth builds this company every day. And think bigger than just you. And take it way beyond that. Get to the audacious dream. You guys are amazing. Because I know what you go through. I've been there. But you're amazing. Amazing. You do what most people would never do. Day to day after day. I commend you for that. I love you for that. Go out and team up this weekend. Let's use this weekend to launch something to blow Carl's mind. It's hard to blow Carl's mind because he's this huge dreamer. I think we should blow his mind. I think we should blow his mind. Summit this year, 10,000? Why not? Why not? That's just one more push that you brought in. We can get out and be significant and get shit out. Because it's going to be a great weekend. And when you're hanging out at the beginning, lift each other up, believe in each other, show off, stand up, look up.